I watch and review one Detective Conan movie a week until the release of the brand new film in April 2024. I'll tell you what the movie is about, the good, the bad, and anything else interesting of note. And at the end of each video, I rank the movies watched in the tier list to see exactly which films are the best in the series. And today we have a Black Organization movie! With movie 20, Detective Conan The Darkest Nightmare. Also, we have a special guest today co-reviewing this movie with me. It's JoeBReactions!
Hi guys!
He does reactions, news coverage, and all things Detective Conan. Do subscribe to his channel, link in the description, and don't forget to also subscribe to this channel if you like what you see right here. Alright, let's get started with the review. The Darkest Nightmare premiered in Japanese theaters on April 16th, 2016 and is directed once again by Kobun Shizuno and written by Takeharu Sakurai. Fuck, not these two again! The movie follows Kurosawa, a black organization member that has acquired sensitive information from the Japanese police HQ that puts several of Conan's allies within the organization in danger. After a car crash that has left her with amnesia, Conan must now weigh the risks of helping Kurosawa regain her memory. Together with Rei and Akai, Conan prepares for an onslaught by the black organization who are hell-bent on tying up loose ends. Now, in the past, I haven't been very kind to the Shizuno Sakurai movies, and with this movie being their last combined effort, how does it fare? Well, first we gotta start with First off, I want to mention how badly they messed up the intro sequence with this film. In every Conan film, we always get a short introductory montage detailing the current state of the main plot and characters. This is an attempt to fill in non-fans or returning fans just so they aren't completely lost when watching the film. It used to be simple, easy to follow, and clean. But now I can barely even see what's going on.
To be fair, the Subway Surfer ADHD intro is more of an eyesore just for the introduction of the basic Conan premise and gets better the more it goes into introducing the black organization and FBI. Honestly, it's not a deal breaker, but yeah, the front bit is kinda distracting.
I thought the story was good, not the best, but good. It borrows a lot of good elements from the previous movies, like how a main character loses her memory, which contains vital information for the case, like in movie 4. Or how there's like a list of names that pulls the black organization into action, like in movie 13.
Even though on paper it looks just like copy and pasting, all that matters is the execution, which for this movie is definitely on the more enjoyable end of the scale and makes up for some of its shortcomings with some awesome action scenes and some tense confrontations.
I agree. It felt high stakes, there was urgency, and every party's motivations felt in line with their actions in the film. Now, one of the things I did have a problem with was that I thought the new character Kurosawa and her story were not fully fleshed out. It wasn't bad, she did have a somewhat satisfying arc by the end, but what I'm saying is that they didn't devote enough time to really explore her eventual transformation from Black Org sympathizer to rebel. Due to the film's pacing issues, which I will get to in a second, and Kurosawa herself being sidelined for most of the movie, her character just ends up being kind of forgettable by the end.
You know, I wouldn't actually say she's forgettable, because her death definitely left an impression as one of the most brutal deaths in the Detective Conan movies. She took the weight of the finale on her shoulders, like literally. Having her be the right-hand man of rum was a nice tease, but ultimately didn't make a difference at all to her character. And I want to go on a little tangent here. Can we stop with introducing black organization characters just for them to die at the end of the movie? Like 2 out of the 3 Detective Conan movies to this point have had a member set up as a big deal, and for them to find out Conan's identity just for them to die and be forgotten till the end of time?
Yeah, like you, I do wish some of these characters carried over into the main story. Like, give them a mini arc in the show to kind of play around with the idea that Conan's identity is in actual danger for once. But you know, they don't want to make the movies canon, so I guess we're just never gonna get that. Shame. The first act, in my opinion, takes too long to set up its premise. After an exciting opening chase, the movie tries to build up to an eventual reveal involving Kurosawa regaining her memories, but it just feels like they dragged it out far too long with little payoff, and then the second half feels too short before it very quickly transitions into the lengthy third act, which is basically just one giant action scene. Speaking of action, holy shit! There's a scene in particular where the main trio are trying to take down the Black Organization helicopter. I can't show the full scene here, obviously due to copyright reasons, but believe me when I tell you, that scene got me going like, that's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT! The GOAT! The GOAT! And finally, one thing that did bother me was this. What exactly is Akai doing prancing around with no disguise? Remember, at this point in the story, he has already died at the hands of Kier and is donning the alias of Subaru Okiya to deceive the Black Organization. But here he's just standing around highly populated areas barefaced where anyone could spot him. Well, to find a possible explanation to this, I went to the Detective Conan subreddit where fans gave me highly intelligent answers like, he looks better without disguise and movies are not canon. It's because he's staying absolutely locked in. He's just that guy. Because M20 sucks big time. Always a great time on the Conan subreddit.
Honestly, the only reason this guy is showing his face at all in this movie is because they know the moment he shows up, I'm sure some lore wizard out there has some in-universe explanation for this, but let's not kid ourselves. This was for pure fan service.
The helicopter the Black Organization used in the final third of the film was apparently an American Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey, which would have only been delivered to Japan in 2018, making it impossible for the Black Organization to get their hands on one. And so, here are our final thoughts.
This was an overall fun Black Organization movie. Granted, there are other far superior Detective Conan movies out there, but if this is your favorite one, I don't blame you. It didn't have any jaw-dropping twists, but it definitely keeps you hooked, with some great action scenes and some sprinkle of suspense here and there. I was surprised. Even with so many moving pieces like the amnesia plot, the Knockless League, and even the confrontation between Ryan and Akai, everything just pieced itself together by the end. And it even makes you feel bad to see a Black Organization member get decimated by Wheelcoon. But this movie had better pacing. I think this could have easily been one of the best movies in the franchise. It has everything going for it, from high stakes to a roster of A-list Detective Conan characters, but it just falls shy of greatness.
And so, movie 20, for us, is going straight into the C tier. I'd like to thank JoeBReactions for joining me for this review. Again guys, subscribe to this gentleman right here. I'll leave the links in the description. And for the rest of you, I'll see y'all next week for movie 21, Detective Conan, The Crimson Love Letter. I'll see y'all then. Bye guys.